Good morning all, this is Dwarkanath SK, Assistant Professor, Department of AAA, SJB Bangalore. So welcome to today's video on the topic Electricity Network in the Smart Grid under the course Smart Grid, which is having a target audience for the final year engineering students, those who have taken the elective as a course. So let us go into the today's topic of discussion. We had covered all these subtopics in the previous video. So let us move forward. Existing grid and that of the conventional grid. Existing grid makes use of electromechanical one-way communication, centralized generation, limited resources, manual monitoring, failures and the blackouts, limited control, manual restoration. Whereas the smart grid, which contains the digital two-way communication of it between the customer and the utility, distributed generation is there, sensors throughout, the transmission part, self-monitoring, adaptive and high-learning concepts, pervasive controlling and self-healing. So right side you can see the smart grid architecture, how it looks like. So smart grid, which enables the electric network, we call it. The electric net VSM, this is the guiding concept for marrying the smart grid with the low carbon central generation, local energy network and the electric transportation. The electric net recognizes the evolution of the power system in a highly interconnected, complex, interactive network of the power systems, telecommunications, the internet, and the electronic commerce applications, all together having the role over here. So realizing the electric net, they depends upon the developing the IntelliGrid communication architecture to enable connectivity between each element of the electric net. So which requirements for developing an agent-based software system which can facilitate the informational, financial and physical transactions which is necessary to assure adequate reliability, efficiency, security, stability of the power system operation in the competitive electricity market. So you can see the electricity network of the future, which consisting of the smart grids, low carbon generation, local energy network, electric transportation, all together have been clubbed together. So the goal of this architecture is to allow for interoperability and flexibility to facilitate and enable competitive transactions between them. So interoperability, this can be enabled by the use of open communication protocols. Flexibility, this can be provided by specifications of user-defined business rules which capture the unique need of the various service offerings. The electricity network, this provides a new perspective on how to manage the transaction when the nature of the existing and the emerging, they are distributed heterogeneous communication and the control network. So this perspective, this is based on combining the distributed computing technology, such as we call it as web of service, okay, so the semantic web and the intelligent agent. So the semantic web, sometimes we call it as Web 3.4, which is an extension of www, which is set by the consortium, so World Wide Web Consortium. So these standards, they promote common data format and exchange protocols on the web, fundamentally the RDF according to it. So what do you mean by local energy network? So the local energy network, this facilitates the functionality of the electric net. So overall, which allows for the operations of the power system like self-healing, sensing, secure, self-correction, all these things are there is to able to sustain the failure of the individual component without interrupting the service of it. So it is able to meet the consumer needs at a reasonable cost with the minimum resource utilization and minimal environmental impact. So thereby enhancing the quality of the life and improve the economic productivity as well. So local energy network, they increase the independence, flexibility, intelligence for the optimization of energy usage and energy management at the local level, and then integrate local energy networks to the smart grid. So the local energy network, energy sources and the power distribution infrastructures, they are combined together, integrated at the local level. So this could be an industrial facility or the commercial building or a campus of building or a residential neighborhood. So these local area networks, they are interconnected at the different localization networks to take advantage of the power generation and storage through the smart grid enabled complete integration of the power system across the wide areas. So localized networks, localized energy networks, they can be accommodated, increasing the consumer demand for the independence, convenience, appearance, environmentally friendly services, and the cost control. So hope you guys have gone through today's topic of discussion. Any queries, any doubts with respect to today's topic of discussion, you can interact. You can write the queries over here to reach me on dwarkanath@jbt.edu.in for more information on it. So thanks for watching today's video. We will meet you in one more video with the latest topic of discussion. Thank you, one and all.